Hey guys, this is DJ, welcome back. I get a lot of comments on my YouTube channel that you guys don't see. And this guy left a comment about my FUT transplant. Why would you get an FUT transplant when you get an FUE transplant? Now you have taken hair from the back, put it on the top, and you solved that problem, but you created another problem with the scar in the back of your head. And so that was a dumbass fucking decision. Now you have to live with a dumbass fucking mistake. Here's the thing, guys. 99% of the comments that come to the channel are overwhelmingly positive, or it's guys who are genuinely looking for help or answers to questions that they have to fight their hair loss, to deal with depression, to deal with anxiety. And that's always what it's been about. But there's that 1% where people are coming through and they'll just throw off the wall comments like, why the fuck would you get a scar in the back of your head? Oh, don't get S&P, you'll fuck up your whole life, or just shave it off, bro. There's a plethora of different examples. The thing about all of these messages, the theme that they all have in common is it seems that it's just guys, well, I presume are guys, attacking other guys for being proactive and trying to do something to solve a problem in their life. They're projecting their own frustration, their own anger, and their own insecurities onto other people. I'm not sitting here trying to be your counselor. I'm not trying to be anybody's counselor because I'm always trying to figure this shit out myself. You see my video I posted a few days ago where I'm just like, hey, am I doing this right? Nobody has answers. But what I don't like is when people come on to my channel and act as presumed experts and try to give advice as if it's a definitive answer, when the reality is even doctors have no fucking clue what's going on with this hair loss thing. Because if we did, we'd have a solution for this already, but we don't. We have stopgap solutions. We have finasteride and minoxidil, which are not necessarily a way to get rid of hair loss, but a way to basically just postpone it. And for some guys, it actually lets them keep their hair for the rest of their life. But for the majority of guys, all it is postponing the inevitable. One thing I don't like is when people leave comments that tell other guys what to do. You need to, or you have to, or I did this and so it should work for you too. I hate those comments, man, because it's firstly, it's disingenuous. Like, how are you going to speak like that? Nobody, even a doctor won't say, you need to do this and it will give you this result. Like, even they're very careful to talk about it like that when it comes to hair loss. Hair loss is one of those things that it causes a lot of anguish, a lot of insecurity, a lot of anger, depression, and anxiety, and just poor body image. And it's hard. I think a lot of the times when people make those kind of thoughtless, short-sighted comments like, shave it off, bro, why the fuck would you get a scar in the back of your head? I feel like they're just projecting their own insecurities onto me or onto you guys or onto whoever else is watching my videos. And I think that if given the opportunity, if the person could, fix their hair loss, then they would do that and they wouldn't leave those comments. There's that cliche where it says that people will only talk negatively about people that are doing better than them. They won't talk negatively about people that are doing worse off than them. Because if somebody is doing better than you, you feel threatened, especially if you're a type of person who isn't proactive, isn't doing the things you need to do to better your life and to improve your situation. And so when you see other people that are willing to take that risk and to take that leap and try to do it, it takes away the power of their misdirection, I should say, to not do anything about their hair loss. If you are a guy who is on the way to losing your hair, you start noticing some hair fall, your hair is thinning, or maybe you're really progressed on like I was, like fucking full on Norwood 6. It would behoove you to make a decision on what you're going to do about that. I'm not going to ever sit here and tell you that every guy can fix their hair loss. Some guys it's just a lost cause, man. And some days I look in the mirror and I wonder, like, maybe, in 2 or 3 years, I could be a lost cause too. For the majority of guys who are just losing their hair, there are solutions. Like right off the bat, if you're complaining or worried about losing your hair, it's finasteride and minoxidil. No questions. Stop. Full stop, dude. Don't complain about losing your hair when you have 2 of the best and longest studied medicines in the world to treat it. Like, just fucking do it. And then if you've hopped on finasteride, you've hopped on minoxidil, and you're still not seeing good results, and you have the financial resources to do it, perhaps looking into a hair transplant, whether it's FUT or FUE, is in the cards for you. And if you don't have the financial resources to do that, that's fucking life, man. I started losing my hair, like noticing I was losing my hair back in 2006, 2007. It was thinning right here, right in the front. And yes, I'm wearing hair fibers right now, but my hair is doing much better these days. But I'm about to go out and have dinner with my daughter and my wife, so I have hair fibers in. I didn't do anything about it in 2007. And I just I'm like, oh, no big deal. Just let it progress. Man, let me tell you, dude. In 2008 to 2009, within a period of just 365 days, I went from maybe Norwood 1 to basically almost Norwood 5, almost on the way to 6. And it was due to my passivity and my lack of conviction to make a decision on what to do with my hair loss that put me in that fucking situation to begin with. And I was angry. I was angry at everything, man. I was depressed. I had anxiety. I was like, criticizing women because they wouldn't pay attention to me. I was jealous of other guys who were talking to girls who had longer hair than me and luscious locks and all this other shit, man. And for the longest time until like 2000, maybe 16 or 17. I mean, I had the transplanted in 2014, but I still carried a lot of the insecurity with me. I thought the cause of all my issues was the fact that I was losing my hair, and I think it's natural, when we have anger and depression and anxiety, we're looking for something to pin it on. What is the cause of it? And hair loss is just often a scapegoat. But what I've discovered through counseling and other things is that these are problems that exist before we start losing our hair. And so my challenge to you is to really take a step back and look at what's causing you distress, what's causing you to feel insecure, and address those issues, because very rarely is it only hair loss. Some guys can lose the hair and be perfectly cool with it. And I think it's because they are already comfortable with themselves. They don't carry a lot of skeletons in the closet or demons from their past. And so hair loss is just a thing that happens in life. Now, that's just me being presumptuous, but I think there's something to it.